Hello everybody, welcome back to another build tutorial on the channel. Today we will be building this medieval tower slash Tudor tower. It's a style that you've seen me do quite a lot recently, and after the first build tutorial, I chucked that thing up on the Minecraft Reddit, and somebody suggested that I do a tower version of this. So I have done. It's a bit different from the one that I've been doing on the Late Log Ice server, because this is front facing. It's not on the diagonal. But for those of you who have not seen the original, my first ever build tutorial, where I go into a little bit more detail about the style of this building and stuff like that, it is based on English or European medieval slash Tudor wattle and daub kind of whitewashed buildings, with kind of a medieval style roof and stuff like that. I like the style. I think it works. And once again, for those of you who didn't see that video, there are some alternatives to the bone block that I'm using here. The reason why I use the bone block is because it's nice and cheap in survival. It's got a very, very nice texture to it, I think. I think it's very underutilized, and it kind of breaks up flat surfaces. Wool is also an incredibly good one to use. Once again, that's got a lovely texture and nice noise to it. Looks very, very good in building styles like this. This is a new one for 1.12. It is the white concrete powder, and once again, very similar to the wool. Fantastic in these buildings. Then we move on to the actual hardened concrete, which is the hardened version of this powder. I like this still, but I find it a little bit clean for this. Onto the snow, once again, another very, very cheap block to get in survival. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I feel that it's too patterned, and it kind of creates these patterns going around here, and that's not something that I particularly like to use. And then we've got the block that I don't want to use the most, which is quartz, which is usually everybody's go-to favorite white block, but we've got some lovely ones here to choose from now. I don't like the border on this. I don't think it works in this style of building, so I don't particularly use it. It's also incredibly expensive to get in survival. In this chest is hopefully all of the materials, obviously in more stacks, that you will need to build this. I have probably forgotten some, but I don't think I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these out of here. These ones here are more decoration blocks. We don't need to worry about those just yet. But yeah, let's get into building this thing. First of all, what you're going to need is a 9x9. That is 9x9, isn't it? Doesn't look 9x9. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What an amazing start to the tutorial. Oh dear. Well planned this was. Yes, a 9x9 of the bone block with some spruce logs coming out onto the corners. That creates a lovely, lovely shape here. And then your first row, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up by 5 blocks. So that is 5 including that bottom block, which we already had there. One more on there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill in this wall with the bone block all the way up to the top of your posts. Okay, so that's the wall filled in. So that is 5 high, which is very, very nice. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to come in 1 block from the spruce pillar and place another one there. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go up by 7 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same on all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last one, 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And once again, we're going to want to fill in the walls. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add some temporary scaffolding blocks around here. If you use one of the other blocks like wool or the concrete powder or concrete or something like that, or even snow, you're not going to need to worry about this too much. Actually, the concrete powder you will, because it's a gravity block. But obviously, bone blocks are directional. If you put them like that, they look different to when you place them like that. So you're going to want these here so that you can place them facing upwards. Of course, you can certainly place them on the side if that is how you prefer the texture. There is no limit. But yet, now we need to fill this in. Okay, once that's done, we're going to want to come back up to the top. So we've gone 5, 7, so this one is going to be 9. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you might notice that this maths is a little weird. The fact that we're going in, but we're also going up. And there is a reason behind this. And that is the way that your eye kind of processes shapes like this. If we'd have gone up, let's say we'd have taken 7 and we'd have done 7 on top of 7 on top of 7 on top of 7, something like that. It would look very, very strange. Lots of ancient monuments, things like Stonehenge is an amazing example. The large stones, the sarsen stones around the outside, they are actually tapered. And the reason that they're tapered is because when you look at them from a distance, they actually look like they're straight and they're even. And that's because of the way your eye processes the perspective of these stones and things like that. So that is the reason why we're kind of doing this. And it works the same here. If you're looking at it from the bottom here, you'll actually notice that it doesn't look out of proportion at all. Whereas, as I say, if you'd have done 7, 7, 7, it would have looked incredibly blocky and a little bit strange. And because we're coming in, we're also going up, and it just works better. It just works better to your eye, I promise. Anyway, once again, we are now going to have to fill in this ring here to place our bone blocks on top. So I'm going to make a quick cut because you've seen this before, and I will catch you guys in a second. Bye. Okay, so that is now all done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go for a little bit of detail. So as usual with these kind of builds, I'm going to put in a row of cobblestone around the outside here. I think that it brings the building together. Looks like it's actually got a foundation as opposed to just sitting on top of the grass. So I'm going to do this quickly. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go around to each corner like this. I'm now just going to do the front of the building like I have done here. But it will give you an idea of how we are setting these things up. So let's do that and that. Stair blocks in there like that. We're going to leave the top section for now because, as you can see, they are not needed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, let's just put some in here, shall we? Yes, because then it will look proper. Go around here, do the same here, here, and here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put stairs facing out like that. So it's almost like you're just encasing that bottom block in the stairs. On top of the slabs, we're going to want to put some half slabs. On top of the slabs, on top of the spruce, we're going to want to put some half slabs. And that is the basic idea for those. So let's finish these off up here. Let's go there, 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 there. We'll just put that in there and that in there. Finish it off with the half slab here. And once again, we don't need to do the top because that will be covered by the roof. So that is the basic design there. We also want to go along here and put half slabs along here. That just makes it spawn proof. You could also use carpet there. Carpet's quite a nice one. You can use the brown or something. That goes very well there. But that also just kind of, once again, it puts a nice linear line between the sections, so it just breaks them up a bit, breaks up the big expanse of white that we've got. All good, all good. I guess now the next thing to do is to tackle the roof. Now, the roof on this one is a little bit interesting. If we fly around here, you can see that it is an arch medieval / steampunk style roof. I believe that's what they're kind of known as. But it's got 4 fascias to it. So this isn't difficult at all. What we're going to do is we're going to put one on the side of the spruce there. Then we're going to go up there. Then what we need to do is put an upside down stair there. Go 1 up. Stair. Upside down stair. Go 2 up. And then that should go there, like so. And then we come down here, fall off the side of the building like a true professional. Go again. So then upside down stair there. Block on top of that. Stair. Upside down stair. 2 blocks. Stair block. This will all come together eventually. You can see up here. Once I get the stone fascia on, I can put stuff along there. But that is the basic principle of that. What I'm just going to quickly show you is how I get this corner piece done. But to do that, I'm just going to build up this wooden frame a little bit more. So I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, so as you can see, I've continued the pattern all the way around on all 4 sides. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the stone outer facing on this without it looking strange. So what we've got to do is we've actually got to take out that block there and that block there and replace them with stone like that. This stair block here needs to go and needs to be 3 slabs. Then what we need to do is we need to come down, put an upside down stair there, go up. Oh, that is the wrong block. Go up 1 and 2. And then a stair block on top, and you just then carry it round as normal until you get to the top here where you put an upside down stair that way. So let's go down here again, and we remove that block, we remove that block, and fill it in with stone like that. That block disappears. 1, 2, 3 half slabs there. Come round here, upside down stair there, 1, 2 blocks, and then follow the pattern of the oak around. No worries. Once that's done on all of the sides, you can then go ahead and fill in your roof like I've done here, just by following round the oak blocks there, there, and there. We can remove that block, that one, and then stair, stair, and naughty stair, just like that. And that will give you your roof shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this in now, and I'm going to catch you guys when I've done that. Catch you in a second. Bye. Okay, so as you can see, I have completely filled in the roof now. This is all spawn proof because this is a lower slab. We've got stair blocks, and then on the top, what I've done is I have put stone brick stairs facing that way, with some half slabs going along the top. All is lovely. What I've also done is I've filled in the bone block up at the top. The way that I did that was I came inside and, oddly enough, I filled it in. It's about to go incredibly dark in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down to the bottom and punch a hole through here. So that is your basic building completely done. Anything else that is added to this is purely decoration. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take F1 on, put F1 on even, and I'm just going to stand here. You can pause the video if you want to copy directly what I have done on this. And that should be enough time for you to pause. But what we're going to do now is F1, please. We're going to go over to here. Let's dump off that, and that, and we will pick up the cobblestone wall, dark oak fence, button, and spruce door. Now, I use dark oak a lot when I build with spruce for detailing because I think the color palette is incredibly similar. If you end up using spruce, the spruce is actually a lot lighter, like this door. But I think that's fine. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come in here, we're going to place our door, then let ourselves out, and then we're just going to start playing with decoration. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and that. We're going to put that there. Nope, that is incorrect. Also incorrect. I'm just going to jump. Like so. That and that. And what we're probably going to want to do is actually replace that block there with another cobblestone. Give me my door. Lovely, thank you. And let's have a little look over here. Okay, so what I've done is I've put that up there. Let's play around with some slabs. Let's put a slab there and a slab there, and then move that round like that, maybe. Not looking awful. And then what we could do is another slab up there and up there, so as though it's linking into that. And then down here, maybe another stair block like that. That looks a little bit odd, I will say. So what we could do is something like that. Put you there and there. And let's get some fences up the side there to kind of bring it all together. And my old trusty favourite, the button. Everybody loves a button. It's looking a little bit odd right now. Maybe I don't like that. In which case, maybe that would work. That looks a lot better. I think maybe we'll bring those in like that, and possibly much better. Much better. I like that a lot. Let's go on to the second section here and maybe put in some cobble walls there. And then find the center lines. Let's go there, there, and then do that. From there, we can bring a line down there, and then go up one and down one, then up one. Buttons in like that. This is just freestyling. This is how I detail most of my buildings. I just kind of go in and I play around and I see kind of what works for me. Let's take those buttons out, actually, preferably without destroying the building, and maybe bring that in there like that. I put windows in, did I? Maybe what we could do is actually put a window going straight up the middle Yep, that's not bad. That gives the wall a little bit more depth, which is what you're looking for. This is what's happening. This is why this makes the wall look good, because you start to get 3 levels of depth there. So you've got the front of this block, the front of this block, and the front of this block. And that's there creating the depth that your eye sees, which is just like real life. Not everything is flat like Minecraft. Odd, I know. So let's go up here. Let's do another window. Let's do a nice big one, like so. And we'll fill that in with dark oak fences, like so. I think maybe we will carry the cobblestone up a little bit here, but not too far. Then let's do that, and then that. Maybe one at the top, one at the bottom, like that. So far, so good. We'll put in fence there, fence there, fence there, fence there. And then maybe a button on either side like that. That is not looking bad at all. And then, obviously, we've got to do this. We've always got to do this. I love putting in these buttons just on the corners here to kind of represent nails, almost like it's holding the entire building together. It also keeps your eye away from this join here, which I tend to stay away from. Just putting blocks on top of a block, I usually surround it on another layer, but with this design I think it works. And nearly done, nearly done. Nearly done. And there is an almost completed tower. Let's just pop down here and get ourselves some torches, because everything looks better in a bit of torchlight. As I said, this building is completely spawn proof now, so you don't need to worry too much about lighting it up, but it does look nice to have a nice warm glow about the place. There we go. So that is my version of a medieval / Tudor tower, all decorated beautifully. Obviously you can do the sides as well. Go nuts. Go completely nuts. Let your imagination run wild. This is just a guideline on detailing. But yeah, that has been it. That is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, then please feel free to leave a like. If you don't want to miss this series or any of the other series on the channel, then hit that subscribe button. And remember to tell your mother about all of the wonderful medieval towery things we've got going on over here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.